Hello, my friends. How are you doing? It's always a pleasure to see you. I don't know what we're going to talk about today. We'll just kind of wing it and see what happens, see what comes out of my mouth. But hopefully this video is supposed to be, or what did I mean to say? Hopefully this video will be what last video was supposed to be before I got distracted and started ranting and raving about another lunatic commenter on the internet. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. That's just going to be part of the show from now on. I know. It goes against all the things you're taught about YouTube and social media. And I tried. You guys have been telling me for years, Josh, just stop. Don't read the comments and all that. But I got to be honest with you. I had a lot of fun busting that guy's balls. And I want to do it again. And I'll do it again after that. Because you know what? I said it in my live stream last time I was live, my live stream, that I'm sick to death of stupidity, and I figured, why can't we all just make fun of it and laugh about it? So to everybody that says, don't read your comments, Josh, don't respond, all that stuff, I have to strongly disagree. Sometimes we're gonna do that. Now, I don't have anyone today in mind. Nothing really spectacular happened, because what happens, I guess first, let me apologize for the last few videos to my normal viewers. Sometimes, and not that they were bad videos, you guys seem to enjoy them and laugh at them and stuff like that. But sometimes what I like to do here on YouTube is just shake the dipshits out of my audience. I know, it's counterproductive. It's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to kiss everyone's ass for views and thank you, sir, may I have another, and all this stuff. But you know what? We're going to build a good community here. We're going to build a community of people that use their fucking heads instead of just every dipshit thing that's in their brain comes flying out of their mouth with no regard for what they're actually saying. So, hey, them's the breaks, baby. That's just how it goes sometimes. So, I guess I don't really apologize for the videos. You guys seem to get some good laughs out of them. But sometimes I know you guys get concerned that I'm hyper focused on like this one certain dickhead, and then you guys worry about my well-being and all that. It's all good. Don't worry. We're just gonna make a thing out of it. We're just gonna blast the hell out of dipshits and laugh and have a good time at their expense. But the fun part about it is they don't even get the joke. So that's the really fun part for us. It's an inside joke between me and you. You feel me? You got it? So anyways, that was kind of what was going on last time. I have no one to thank for super thanks. Damn it. I'm just playing. I actually don't, but that's okay. I'm so used to doing it with a list. Now I feel ridiculous. Sorry about all that. Anyways, thank you guys for everyone that supports the channel, watches, subscribes, views, and most of the people that comment. Some of you I could do without. I'd be better off if you shut the fuck up, if I'm being completely honest with you. But anyways, the last video, I meant to talk about this stupid, dumb shit that people do where they're on and on about you're not a real trucker, which they do to everyone. It's not just me, right? And all this just dumb shit. I'm getting distracted right now because I think my TV, my monitor, might be falling down. You guys remember that job I did where I kind of rigged it up real bad? It's not holding up. Let me fix that while I'm recording. Because why not? Why not get distracted with other things while I'm in the middle of recording a video, right? That sounds like exactly something I would do. We're not surprised by that, are we? Anyways, when I first came into trucking, I was confused. I was like, what the fuck is even going on in this place? Because I came from the IT field, a field where, don't get me wrong, it's full of dipshits too. They're just different kind of dipshits. They do their best to act like adults in public. In trucking, you got a ton of dipshits. As a matter of fact, trucking just doesn't really attract the best people. You know what I mean? It's there's a lot to that. There's a fucking lot to that. Now, for me and a lot of people driving trucks, it was sort of like a maybe last ditch effort. For me, it was my own stupidity. Maybe not so much stupidity, but laziness. When I was young, I could pick up an IT job anywhere, right? But a thing I didn't do when I was getting these IT jobs was, oh, hold on, it's rattling. damn, I hate this truck. Anyways, I didn't try very hard. I didn't get any certifications, no degree, anything like that. And eventually, I found my skills to be very outdated, and no one would hire me in the IT field anymore. And it got to the point where I couldn't even explain what the fuck I did in job interviews. They're like, so what did you do at this last company? Fuck, I don't know. I just hung out and shot the shit with the fellas. Football season was a lot of fun because we'd bust everyone's balls. That's what we did. That was my tech support job, was just sitting around and talking shit with the guys all day. I don't know what the fuck I did around there, so nobody would hire me. That's shocking, isn't it? Kind of brought that on myself now, didn't I? That's when I got into trucking, because here's the thing about trucking, why it attracts so many jackasses, is because it only takes 3 weeks to get a CDL. You're not really putting a major time commitment into it. 3 weeks, and then, by the end of, say, week 5, you're already getting a paycheck. Fuck, that's the quickest turnaround in the world as far as getting a job goes. That, there's something to it. It's not like fast food or something. You get the point. So that's how we end up with a lot of shitheads in trucking. A whole fucking lot of them. A lot of them. Because it doesn't really take a huge time commitment to do it. Right? And then for the people that get out here and do it, this includes me. Don't act like I think I'm above this. Like I think I'm better than this. There's a couple different types of people. They'll get out here and be an over-the-road truck driver and go, this just ain't fucking worth it, and they'll go find a real job somewhere. They'll stop trucking, or they'll find a way to get into something local that pays decent or specialize in some way or another. And then there's dipshits like me who just go, yeah, we'll just swing these doors for the rest of eternity. And I guess it's kind of similar to my IT career now, isn't it? Didn't try too fucking hard now, did I? But hey, that's okay. I'm having fun. And that's what life's really all about, right? What are we talking about? Money and mortgages and shit like that? Reverse mortgages, second mortgages? Fuck, that sounds like a lot to fucking understand. I think I'm cool I'll just push that pedal over there and we'll see where we end up. How about that? That sounds like a lot more fun to me. Fucking, what are we talking about? Stock markets and interest rates and... Nah, fuck. I hate everything about that. That sounds like something I don't even want to know about. So, anyways, what's left in trucking, by the time people kind of sort through it and figure out if this is something they want to do, a lot of times what's left in trucking is a lot of dipshits, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's kind of the fucking reality. A lot of people that aren't going to try real hard, a lot of people that have no motivation for anything. Look, I already said I include myself in this. Do you think after 10 years I maybe should have figured something else out? Yeah, the answer is yes. The answer to that is yes. What the fuck you still run around hauling dry van freight for, Josh? Well, because I didn't fucking try too hard. That's why. Actually, let me give you an honest answer to that. It's gonna sound silly, but it's an honest answer. For me, I like making my videos way more than I like or give a shit about trucking. I mean, I drive the fucking truck, right? But for me, a lot of what attracts me to this side of trucking, where I'm just doing, this is the entry-level shit, we all know that, right? Is because I sort of need the drama. I need something to find funny or something to be pissed off about so that I can come here and make a video for you guys to enjoy. And that's kind of what keeps me on this side of it. I like doing YouTube. I don't know what to tell you guys. And I always fear that if I got into a local job or something that was like, there's a lot of people that get on my ass to tell me go work for a company that just runs terminal to terminal, stuff like that. One of my biggest fears is that I won't have the things to talk about anymore. What else, what will I do doing the same thing every day? As a matter of fact, I struggled a lot when I did a local job trying to come up with things to talk about. I did the same fucking thing every goddamn day. It was boring. It was fucking miserable. What the fuck was I talking about? How we ended up with so many dipshits in trucking, right? For me, what kind of keeps me in a, kind of good mood, sort of a happy place, I know it doesn't always come across that way in the videos, is just the hope that one day, we'll just keep growing the channel, more and more people will enjoy what they're watching, and it's sort of just a goal that I have, right? And that's what keeps me going, and keeps me in somewhat a positive mood. But I think a lot about the people that really don't have that goal, or a goal in general, and they're just over-the-road truckers. Well, that's how they end up as grumpy old fucking truckers. It's This shit is soul crushing, my friends. You just do the same thing every week. I know, I just said that I need something different. I need drama. Over the road driving does provide those sort of things, but really when it comes down to it, you're just driving the truck, and every week you're trying to get the miles you need so that you can make your money, and then your company, your dispatcher, whatever, just slams you into a fucking brick wall, and you don't get the miles you need, and then you go, next week's gonna be better, next week we got it, and then next week comes and it doesn't get any better, and you just repeat that until they find your stinking dead body in the sleeper. Doesn't that sound fun? That's how we all end up pissed off. That's it. I can't figure out why we're all so goddamn angry. But also what contributes to shitheads in trucking is there's very little supervision. You know, you can go out there and just act like a fucking jackass, and who really cares, right? I mean, this is how we end up with fucking guys that think they're gonna kick everyone's ass on Fuel Island. I love their listening to their childhood fantasies, I guess. I'll kick everyone's ass on Fuel Island. Fuel Island, I'll kick your fucking ass. Yeah, I'm sure you will. I've been waiting 10 damn years. Ain't no one kicked my ass yet. But hey, you know what? You sound really tough saying it, and that's the most important part. Tough guy. Oh, shit. Yeah, you're fucking scary. But we just end up with shithead people in trucking, and it fucking sucks. It's horrible. I got stuck behind a fucking Canadian truck earlier that could not figure out how to go at consistent speed, right? And I don't know if he was trying to convert like kilometers to miles per hour in real time and failing miserably, but I mean, this guy was swinging between 35 miles per hour and 85 miles per hour on the fucking interstate over and over till I just pulled over and got lunch. I just had enough of it. I had Fazoli's, and I am fatter than usual, I'll tell you that right now, because I was just shoving pasta in my fat fucking mouth, and well, I'm gonna be a fat boy soon, and if I keep going down that path, we'll see how that all pans out. Anyways, I kind of wanted to set that up a little bit and explain how we get so many shitheads in trucking. There's a whole fucking lot of them, and the reason I wanted to talk about all that is, how do I say this delicately? I've earned my fucking place in trucking, motherfuckers. I hear all this shit all the time, you know, fucking, let me go back to the beginning. When I first started in trucking, I didn't like the fucking way that people talk to new truckers. And I know, that makes me sound like a little bitch, because I thought that by people wanting to get a job, they, you know, at least deserve to be talked to like an adult, talked to with some kind of respect. And I know there's certain generations out there that believe that you berate the living shit out of the generations younger than you, and that's how you teach them. That's how you teach them. And a lot of times those guys didn't have anything I was interested in fucking learning. No people skills, no social skills, no sense of humor. What, you know how to drive the truck? I'll figure it the fuck out. But like, the other thing you're teaching me is how to be a shitty person, and I gotta be honest with you, I'm not fucking interested. They had no redeemable skills that I was interested in them teaching me anyways. And I started trucking sort of the hard way. It's not like the hardest way, but sort of the hard way. My first trucking jobs were in the oil field in Colorado, where you have to work with other people. Gross. That's fucking disgusting. Who wants to work with other people? Gross. But you had those old bastards out there fucking just raising hell all the time. We had the guy always throwing his goddamn hard hat around for no particular fucking reason. And just talking down on fucking everyone. It was fucking silly. Every goddamn bit of it was fucking goofy. Just screaming at everyone about what bitches they are. And back in my day, goddammit, out here in the oil field, we'd go out here and one of those pipes would blow and it'd pop our fucking heads off, and we'd come back to work the next day with just our fucking necks and go to work. And I dropped that one in there for you old school guys. You guys remember? You guys remember on a video a long time ago, people still bring it up to me. I was making fun of the oil field truckers, how they would get their head blown off and show up the next day with just their necks and go to work. And the reason I put that in was because I still get messages to this day asking what video was that, and I'm like, fuck, I don't even remember. But I remember that it was accidental. I was meant to say something with some sort of fucking substance, and I forgot what the hell was going on, and instead a line came out of my mouth about getting our heads blown off and coming to work the next day with just our necks. And that's kind of fucking funny, if I'm being honest with you. Hell, I'm real funny when I fucking forget what I'm saying, I guess. But I hated the way people talk to not only me, but just new truck drivers in general. Like, if you want to help a guy, fucking help a guy. There's nothing wrong with that. I was leaving a shipper just a week or two ago, and there was this guy. I was leaving. He was pulling into the gate, another trucker, and he was clearly having some sort of fucking problem. He would run to the back of his trailer, stare at down by his tandems, run back to the front to his truck, get in the cab, and start trying to go. And then he'd run back and he would stare again. And he did this about 3 or 4 times. When I was walking back to my truck, he was looking at me very helpless. Like you could see this look in his eyes, like he didn't know what the fuck was going on. And so, you know what I did? I didn't talk down on this man. I didn't say, "You fucking stupid rookie, you fucking piece of shit, you're not a real trucker." I didn't do that. You know what I did? I said, "Are you having trouble sliding your tandems?" He goes, "Yeah, I don't know how." And I said, "Shit, they got you in out here over your head, son." And I'm just kind of joking with him, right? And he's like, "Yeah, I don't know how to slide my tandems." I'm like, "Is this your first load?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "All right, we got this, baby. We got this." So I'm standing back by his tandems, and I said, "You got to pull that button right there. You see that button? Pull on it." And he's trying to pull it, and he's tugging it, and he's giving it all he got. And I said, "First thing you need to do is set your trailer brakes in your cab." And he's like, "Oh, I have to set those?" I said, "They have to be set or you can't pull that button." And he goes, "Okay, cool." And he runs up there. This dude's sprinting, right? He runs up there and he sets his trailer brake, and he runs back to me, and he pulls the button, and he heard the pins go in, and he goes, "That was it? That was the whole thing?" I said, "Yeah, you're just about there." He had to slide the tandems all the way to the back, right? I said, "Go ahead and go up there, leave your trailer brake set. Now, release your tractor brake and go forward slowly until it stops." And he goes, "Okay, cool, okay." And he does that, and he slides the tandems to the back, and then he comes barreling out of his door. And I said, "Wait, stop, stay right there. Stay right there. Don't come back here just yet." I said, "Release your trailer brakes." And he goes, "Release them?" I said, "Release your trailer brakes." And he goes, "Okay." He released his trailer brakes, and he comes hauling ass out of his door again. I said, "Wait, stop." I said, "Now go set your trailer brake again." And he goes, "Why did I just do that?" I said, "Because when you release your trailer brake up there, it's going to set these pins back in from up here. Then all you need to do is get out and check, make sure they're set, or if you need to pull forward or backward or whatever." And he goes, "Okay, cool." We got his tandem slid all the way to the back. He got checked in, and I never called that man a single name. I never did. And I bet he knows how to slide his fucking tandems now, doesn't he? Well, I hope so. Maybe I should have called him names. I don't fucking know. But I fucking hated it. I hated it. And I kept getting the fucking the goalposts moved on me, right? "You're still a rookie till you got 2 years in trucking, 2 years in trucking, and until then you're still a rookie." So I hit that 2-year mark. Fuck yeah. And by then I was even training. I know maybe that's a little too soon to be training. I get it. But I was training. So I hit my 2-year mark. I was training motherfuckers to be over the road drivers. And then people said, "You're not a rookie till you hit 5 years." And I go, "My God, did you guys just move the goalpost, or has that always been the rule?" They said, "It's always been like that. It's always been 5 years." And I said, "God damn, I guess I must have misunderstood you guys, because you guys would never mislead me. You're stand-up gentlemen that fucking aren't just trying to boost your own ego by talking down on other people. You're here to help. You're the hero America deserves." So 5 years, fuck. If I can make it to 5 years, I can finally say I'm not a rookie trucker anymore. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So guys, I keep on rolling, and I go straight to that 5-year mark, and I come back to the internet and I say, "I did it! I'm no longer a rookie. I am now a veteran trucker." And they said, "You ain't shit till you hit 10 years. And I said, 10 years? 10 years? That's double. First it was 2 years, now it's 5 years, and now you're saying it's 10. And they said, "You don't even know how to drive a truck till you've been driving a truck for 10 years. And I said, "Are you fucking with me right now? What do you mean you don't know how to drive a truck till you've been driving for 10 years? They said, "You don't know how. You don't know how to set up for turns. You don't know how to back in. You don't know how to do anything." I'm like, "But wait, I've been doing all that." And they said, "You ain't been doing it right, son. You got to wait till you're 10 years. And then I made it to 10 years, and really not much changed with my driving technique. I still drive like I did at 5 years, because you know why? There's not much else to learn about the actual operation of a truck. And that's when I started making fun of these knuckleheads and saying, "Wait a minute, it took you 10 years to learn how to drive that truck?" And they said, "You're damn right it did. Before that, I didn't know what I was doing." I said, "Why didn't you give up? You're stupid. Why didn't you give up? You're a dumb son of a bitch. It took you 10 years to figure out how to drive that truck." Now, let me be clear. There are things in trucking that are going to take you a long time to learn. I'm still learning them. I'm not trying to be humble by any means. As a matter of fact, I'm embracing being an arrogant prick here on YouTube, all right? I'm not trying to be humble by any means, but when you go to the business side, the owner operator, the lease operator, all these things in this ever-changing economy and market, there's always stuff to learn, and that sucks because it was probably about 3 years ago I thought I had it all figured out. This spot market's fire, baby. We make $4 a mile. Are you shitting me? I got the world all figured out until they pulled the rug out from under me and the spot market sucked, and then I went, wait, but all this stuff I had figured out is all fucked up now. And they said, yeah, tough luck, bitch. Too bad. Figure it the fuck out. But the actual operation of a truck does not take 10 years unless you're actually a fucking brick. You're a fucking idiot if you can't drive a truck before 10 years. And then it was then when all this started to make sense to me. How is it supposed to make sense to me if I can't even make sense to you guys in my own goddamn sentences? None of this makes sense. Anyways, I started to call it out. I said, maybe these guys are full of shit. Maybe they don't have a goddamn clue what the fuck they're talking about, thinking it takes 10 years to learn how to drive a truck. And I started to notice the trends and the patterns of people that just make up bullshit in trucking and tell everyone else they're a rookie as long as they haven't made it to that exact place that person's made it to. So you might have a guy out there that's been driving for 3.5 years and he's drove through, I don't know, 26 states. So if you ask him what a rookie is, he's gonna say a guy who has driven for 3 years and only driven in 25 states. That's a rookie. Notice how the bar is right where he's at. Have you ever noticed that? The bar is right where he's at. All right. Now, turns out when people do that, they're full of shit, and that's the fucking point I'm making. And the whole point of this is to say, as I said earlier in the goddamn video, I'm here to stay, baby. I have earned my place in trucking. I have put in the work to be who the fuck I am today. For better or worse, whatever shit show this is going on over here, I put in the goddamn work for it. And there ain't a motherfucker out there. There ain't a motherfucker left on this planet that he can now tell old this guy Trucks that he ain't got what it takes, or he's a goddamn rookie. Not even the crackhead. You guys know about the crackhead? I'll tell you about the crackhead, because the crackhead's all hopped up on drugs again, losing his goddamn mind about how this guy Trucks ain't a real trucker, and this motherfucker ain't even a trucker. Not even a trucker. He fucking 50 years old, lives with his mom doing Uber and DoorDash to buy drugs, and then goes on fucking tirades about how this guy Trucks ain't a real trucker. All of that coming from not a real trucker. Can you believe it? Oh, my word. How can that be? And then when he gets real grumpy, he talks about knocking my teeth out. I don't fucking know why. It's super weird. I'm gonna beat that guy up. I'm gonna come over there and gonna punch him around. Yeah, sure you are. Oh, fuck. I'm terrified. Fuck. Oh, God. Yeah. Because what I've learned is when people run around talking about how they're gonna beat people up on the internet, is they're full of shit. That's what I've learned about all that. So anyways, what I'm trying to say is, well, the world needs more people like me. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to tell you. World needs more people like me. No, but what am I trying to say? Shit, I thought I had a fucking point, and then I get this far in the video and go, fuck, I don't know if I really had anything prepared for you guys. Just kind of talking, if that's all right. Is that okay with you? I hope so. It got real hot in here again. Sweaty fat boy. Sweaty fat boy. Anyways, what am I trying to tell you guys? This right now is where those Ritalin poppers are losing their fucking minds. They're like, he just stands there and he's not getting to the point. Mom! Mom! He won't hurry up, or whatever it is they do when they get real mad at their TV screens or computer screens. I imagine they must shout for their mom. That's all I can imagine happens. I don't fucking know. I'm not really sure. But what I'm trying to say is, through my entire course of my trucking career and my YouTube career, if you want to call it that, call it what you want, I don't fucking care. There have been a series of roadblocks disguised as douchebag, slack-jawed mouth breathers telling me that I ain't shit, right? And through all of that, I have somehow managed to keep going and keep doing what it is that I'm doing. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm starting to think that all those people weren't shit. I think that they were just a bunch of miserable fucks that saw that they had competition, like someone younger than them, someone smarter than them, someone better looking than them by a long ways, and they went, oh fuck, that guy's a real fucking threat to us. We need to try to kick him while he's still down. We need to take care of him while he's still down there and hasn't built up that confidence yet. And I'm happy to report to you, my friends, they have failed. They have failed miserably. I'm here to stay, baby. I've earned my spot. I have earned my fucking spot. Trucking, YouTube, or whatever it is. And it took me 25 minutes to tell you guys all that. But listen, it's important. It's important, youngsters. If you're still listening, that's called perseverance, baby. Let's just keep on going when everyone tells you you can't, and that's important. That's important, my young friends, my youngsters out here on YouTube. You know, the guys that are 21 just getting their CDLs and they're fucking pissing their pants trying to figure out what the fuck's going on next in life. What you'll find is what happens next in life is a bunch of shitheads will try to stop you throughout the whole course of your life from here on out. They are just compensating for their deficiencies. Is that a good word? Sounds good to me. Fuck, I might have just made that up. I'm not sure if it's a real word or not. But they are trying to compensate for that. And what they want to do is keep you down there with them. And I'm here standing in front of you, my friends, as living proof. Living proof. Don't let them. Don't let them. Keep on going, baby. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. Because old this guy Truck's got your back. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. So that's it. That's the whole point. I earned my spot. Bye now.